My first time ever seeing WWE, it was January 2007. I was with my dad and my cousin. And my dad's flicking through the TV channels on Foxtel, and bam, up comes WWE Raw. Instantly, my cousin's like, yeah, leave this on, leave this on. He knew what it was. He was a couple years older than me. Me? Never seen wrestling before, didn't know it was a thing, know nothing about it. Dad leaves it on. We're watching. We see HBK. A bloody HBK versus Rated RKO. Edge, Randy Orton. Edge gets in the ring. He puts down one chair. He puts Shawn Michaels' head on top of that chair. And he's going for a concerto. I've never seen anything like this in my whole life. And then just as Edge is he's just sort of hovering over his head, just ready to hit him, Shawn Michaels kicks up the chair, hits Edge in the face, and then Shawn Michaels just starts going to town on Rated RKO. And obviously at this point, I don't know if it's real, I don't know if it's fake, I don't know anything. And I just felt, holy shit, how is this guy so beaten up? Like, his face is that bloody, and he's just about to come back, and he's going to beat Rated RKO. I think the match might have already been, like, disqualified at this point. I don't know if there was, like, an actual pinned winner or anything. It was just the most insane thing to see Shawn Michaels come back after being so beaten up. Then Shawn Michaels rolls out of the ring, lifts up the apron, and pulls out a sledgehammer. He hits Edge, he hits Randy Orton. The crowd is going insane. Shawn Michaels is just going wild as well.
Orton looks to be out! The DX champ!
For this to be my first ever introduction to WWE was just, man, I couldn't think of anything sort of better. Every Wednesday, Raw was on a Wednesday in Australia, SmackDown was on a Friday. I'm watching them every day. I don't know, was it Friday or... Yeah, I feel like it was definitely Friday afternoon. It started at 3:30. I finished primary school 3:20. I could walk home from school in time to get there for Raw or SmackDown to start. So I'm going to have a look at the card from the Raw that I did first see. Obviously, I only saw the last 5 minutes of the Raw. But at this time, we had Jeff Hardy and Maria versus Johnny Nitro and Melina. They had a 4-minute mixed tag match. Ric Flair versus Kenny Dykstra in a 3.5-minute match. Mickie James versus Victoria in a 3-minute 21 match. Then we had JTG defeated Shelton Benjamin in 2 minutes 37. And then we had the 2-on-1 handicap match with Shawn Michaels, Rated RKO, which went for 9:46. People complain nowadays about short matches in WWE. This has got to be low of the low. And because of nostalgia, for me, this is like, what a time in wrestling this stuff was. But obviously, like, anyone that had grown up with years of wrestling already, it's like, what is going on with this sort of stuff? To me, WWE got bad in like the HD era when they moved to the HD, and yeah, so like I only had like a good year until the 2008, till when it like feel like it sort of turned to crap, and you know, still followed along forever. I've been the longest wrestling fan for fucking nearly 20 years now. I had to sort of go out and find independent wrestling, TNA, eventually AEW obviously, but yeah, local indie stuff in Australia, Ring of Honor, PWG, CZW, anything I could find outside of WWE, I was eating up. So yeah, that's where WWE was in 2007. What was it? January 15th, 2007 in Louisiana. And on Cage Match, this show has a rating of 5.57, which it's only got 13 votes, so like obviously take that as you will. Like it's a very small group of people to take an average off. 2 weeks after that was the Royal Rumble. Shawn Michaels, Undertaker were the last two. Shawn Michaels went to Superkick Taker, sort of reversed it. Michaels went over the top rope, and Undertaker won. Back then, I wasn't watching pay-per-view. They were like $30 on in Australia, and obviously at 8 years old, $30 is like $1 million. So after every show, I'm waiting for WWE to post results on their WWE.com. I'm waiting for photos to come up, or I gotta wait till Raw when they'll show like a couple second clips of like what happened at the pay-per-view. Being a wrestling fan nowadays is so easy. You can find a stream, which you probably could have back then too, but like I was 8 wasn't internet savvy. But nowadays, like, you can find streams so quick, or like it'll be up on YouTube within like 20 minutes of it happening, or Twitter, pretty much live. You can see it as it happens. Back then, people would post like a YouTube video, and the thumbnail would look like it was the actual video. You click on it, and it's just Stevie Breach going, "Yeah, come on!" Like, back then, it was so hard. It was about 2 months after that when, like, I'd been watching full time. I was absolutely loving WWE, and I got to buy my first pay-per-view, WrestleMania 23. Now, me and my cousin, I feel like we took the day off school, or it was either school holidays. I'm not sure exactly, but we got to watch it live. We woke up in the morning, excited as to watch our first pay-per-view, and WrestleMania 23. Obviously, nostalgia reasons again. I felt like it was a great show. I don't know what other people think, but the ladder match, like the Money in the Bank match, was great. Taker and Batista was great. Shawn Michaels, John Cena was great. If anyone has like a response video they could post when they first saw WWE, if they remember it. I know a lot of people don't, but man, I'm lucky enough that I remember the exact moment that I fell in love with this shit. There's going to be many more wrestling videos to come. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next video.